Hi, I'm Danielle from CaptivatingCostumes.com. This is part 12 of my Proton Pack build. In this episode, I'm going to be doing some more on the electronics and getting things wired up. Stay tuned. If you'd like to stay up to date with future projects, please don't forget to subscribe to me by clicking the link down here. Also, if you enjoy the particular video you're watching, please give it a like. I like this. Give me a comment as well. I'd like to interact with you all and have a little bit of a chat more. To stay up to date with my YouTube videos and other projects, please head over to Facebook and like my page, Captivating Costumes. And of course, don't forget, for every like, comment and share, I spare a unicorn's life. Just keep that in mind when you make your decisions. Now it's come to my attention that this part, which is I think the RF board, is too big. So I'm going to need to print this again. It's actually supposed to fit just in that area there. But it's far too big, so I need to print it again in the hope that it will fit. So let's get that done. Right, let's start having a look into the electronics then. A lot of this stuff needs to be tidied up now and secured permanently. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. So that's the 12-volt battery attached. I just drilled 4 holes in the motherboard and used cable ties to tie it on. You can see them around the back there. So that's one bit that's not going to be rattling around anymore. So I went over to Thingiverse and I searched for Arduino Mega mount, which you can see on the screen there. Well, I know the Arduino Duo and the Arduino Mega both have the same mounting holes, so I can just download this and print it, and I'll be able to glue this to the motherboard and then screw the Duo onto this. So that if anything goes wrong with this Duo in the future, then I can just unscrew it, take it back off and replace it with a new one. Over on Cora here, you can see I've got it on the build plate, and it's telling me that it's going to take 1 hour and 38 minutes to print, with just 4.54 meters of filament going to be used. I've used my usual quality of 0.2 layer height with a wall thickness of 1.2 and top and bottom thickness the same. My infill density is 50% because it does need to hold a bit of weight, but not much. And then the rest of my settings are the same as I always use. So once the SATA circuit board thing has finished printing, then I'll get this done. And I'll obviously need to print 2 of these, one for myself and one for Kat. The Arduino Duo mounting board is currently printing. This print is messy as hell. You can see a corner turned up about there. But to be honest, I don't care, because no one's going to see it, and it will do what I want it to do. So, screw it. The Arduino Duo mount has printed now, so I just need to glue this inside the motherboard, and then screw the Arduino Duo into these mounting holes here. So let's get that mounted. Whenever I mount something, I always like to have like foam supports on the bottom, which gives it a little bit of vibration security, so it becomes less likely to fall off. So I've just cut out 4 little squares of foam and attached them to the bottom like stilts, and I will glue those onto the motherboard, which is awaiting the gluing. So there's the Duo nicely situated in its new home. And the battery is attached. So let's get some more stuff installed. Yeah, Duo.
Where's the doobie?
Doobie doo. We don't promote drugs on this channel. Let's get the Pro Mini and the Adafruit soundboard installed then. So, need to do some sanding. This just gives the sticky on the back of the breadboard something to grip onto, rather than the paint, which it won't stick to very well. So we'll make it nice and rough in here. That actually takes them off that side as well. That should be a nice key for it to stick to now. As if I'm making something as complex as this, and the thing that gets me is the sticky back of this thing. So, let's poke it in that way. Very difficult with one hand. That should do the job. Now that's installed as well. Right, let's start adding some power then. I've got this little USB end here, and I just need to add it to a cable, which I can then hook up to the power bank. Now, my soldering is absolutely horrendous. I'm the first person to say that, so I have no intentions of ever learning how to solder properly. So, we'll just see how I get on. That's not too bad, is it? Nice join. It appears to be attached. So let's get the other one done as well then. Right, time for the second one. I'm actually shaking. I really should eat something. I've been to the dentist today as well, so if I'm slurring my words a little bit, it's because my mouth's numb. There we go, they seem to be attached nicely. It's not the worst solder in the world, but it's not the best either. So all the Proton Pack parts that I've got so far have been wired up now, and if you are a sucker for amazing wiring, please look away now because my wiring is terrible. So there we can see everything is installed and wired up. I'll probably tidy it up at some point. We don't want to keep it on jumper cables forever, but it's handy for now. You can see the Arduino Duo on its mounting plate, the Arduino Pro Mini. Let me just get it cleared up. In there. Then the Adafruit soundboard at the end. So let's fire it up and get it going. I need to try and do this one-handed, which as always is a pain in the ass. And there we go. The light inside the synchrotron is actually red, but it's looking like it's yellow on camera. So you'll just have to take my word for it. Copper pipe. Angles. Thrower. Let's smash him in. Well, that was a funny ache. I split my plastic, but I don't care, because it's in and it's solid. Haven't even had to solder it, but it looks cool. Look at that. Very happy. Now I've got to do another one. And now we have both of them in. The second one was equally as much of a funny ache. Shiny though. The new circuit board has finished printing now, and as you can see, it's quite a bit smaller than the one I printed the first time. If we try it up in the area where it's going to go, it will fit about there. So I've also printed out these knobs, which just kind of fit on the top there. They printed it crap, to be honest with you, but they'll do. So I'm going to put some screws and some wires in this and make it look a bit prettier, and then we'll see how it looks. There we go, it looks a bit prettier now. Let's add it to the Proton Pack. So we'll sit about there. I need to put a load of random cables coming off it and stuff, but I'm in no rush to do those. Well, that's all I've got time for in this episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and like my Facebook page. See you next week. Love you all.